guys, my name is Kelly Levin and I'm your instructor for this course this semester. And I just wanted to take a couple minutes to create this really short video to first welcome you all to the class and also to introduce myself to you and to go over a few important pieces of information about the course and how it's set up before we begin. So hopefully you won't have any questions as we get started with our first week. So first of all, again, my name is Kelly and I'll be your instructor. I'm really excited to have you in class and definitely excited to get to know you all. Online classes can be a little bit different than face-to-face classes, obviously. It could feel a little bit disconnected sometimes if you're used to having, face-to-face classes where you can ask your instructor questions right away and get immediate feedback. So obviously this is going to be a little bit different. So any of you that have not taken online classes or anyone that has not taken one from me before, I know some of you I've had in the past, which I'm happy about. But the first thing to know about me is that I try to give you as much feedback as I can, whether it's whenever you email me, maybe questions, or with your grading with assignments. I do my very, very best to give you valuable feedback that could be helpful for you. Another thing is that if you ever have any questions, whether it's something you feel like is a silly question, maybe you're confused about something, or maybe it's a major question, maybe you have some personal things going on in your life that's kind of keeping you from being able to stay on top of your work. It could be anything. Please, please, please let me know, because I'm here to support you, and that's my number one thing, is to support you through this semester so that you could be as successful as you can be. So just because this is an online class and not face-to-face, I don't want you to feel like you can't come to me with your questions, or if you have any sort of situation that we need to discuss that could kind of conflict with your coursework or how you're doing. So that's the number one thing, is that I'm here for you, to support you, obviously, to kind of lead you through this semester. But my goal is to try to make you feel as connected as possible with this course and the coursework and with each other, because that's the best way to learn, is with each other. So that's our goal for the semester. So number one, the best way to contact me is definitely by email. So, our policy is that we are required to get back to students within 36 hours. So that's obviously my goal, but I usually try to do it much sooner than that. Once the semester starts, I check my email multiple times a day. So if you ever have any questions about anything, or again, if you have any concerns or some personal things going on that you feel like I need to know about, please let me know. Definitely email me and I will get back to you as quickly as possible, definitely within 24 hours. So that's the number one thing, is how to contact me. So again, that's through email. And if you scroll down after this video, there's kind of a little bullet points of summary of what I'm discussing, and you'll see my email there. So that's where you can find that. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about really quick is we obviously have a new online platform. So if you've taken online classes before in the past, or been an Ivy Tech student for more than this semester, you obviously know that we're switching from Blackboard to Ivy Learn. So it is quite a bit different, but I'll tell you, it's pretty user-friendly. I think you'll really like it once you get the hang of it. So I major recommend going ahead and familiarizing yourself with Ivy Learn and with this course. So again, after the video, if you scroll down, you'll see a link where you can find the syllabus. Definitely, I know sometimes it could be annoying to go through and read a whole syllabus, but please look over the syllabus so you have all the information you need before we start class. Also, over on your left-hand screen, you'll see a tab that says Modules. Modules is pretty much our weeks. Okay, so we go from Module 1 to Module 16, and that's just each week of the course. So within each module, that's where your assignments are loaded. That's where any sort of communication from me about specific assignments will be. So That's kind of where you'll be each week, okay? Right now, you only have access to the first module, and once you get in that module and we finish, I'll go ahead and open up the second module. I will probably keep them open maybe 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks prior, so if you wanted to work ahead, you could, but as of right now, it'll just be a few modules at a time. The last thing that definitely you want to look at is your calendar. If you go in and look at your calendar, you'll see that every assignment has a due date, and you could see it right there on your calendar. So that's really, really helpful for you. And that's definitely something that you need to take note of so that you know. And obviously in the modules, there's also your due dates also. But the calendar is just another quick place where you can look and see where your assignments are due and when. Let's see here. So another thing that is really important that I wanted to bring to your attention, since this Ivy Learn is new, if you want to get notified whenever I do grades or maybe post an announcement or anything within the course, you can get notification set up to where it alerts you either by a text message or your email. So to do that, you just need to log into your account where the top left screen, it'll say account. You just click that, and then there's a notifications tab, and then you can go through there and turn on your notifications for any kind of piece within the course that you would want to get notified. So that could be a good one for you also. And obviously, the last thing I wanted to talk about is that Ivy Learn, this new platform, can seem a little bit overwhelming, especially if you haven't had a chance to get in and look through it. So again, below this video in the summary bullet points, there is a link to student guides that you can access and look over. And then there's also, in your modules, it'll be one of the first things, there's a orientation over Ivy Learn, and it's very detailed. It walks you through each piece, and it's really easy to go through. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you go through that little orientation. Even if you feel like you understand Ivy Learn, I would still go through that if you could, even if you just skim it, because it might go over some things that you didn't know that could be really helpful for you. So as of right now, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over with you. I'm sorry that I took a little bit longer than what I was wanting to, but those are really, really important pieces that I wanted you to know before we get started with the semester. Lastly is Michelle Pullen is our early ed program director, and she has created an orientation video for you all, which you've probably, if this isn't your first semester, you've seen it in the past. It has a lot of the same similar information, but there has been some changes, some updates. So please, 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 that is the first thing that you need to do once you've had a chance to familiarize yourself with Ivy Learn in the course. You need to watch that video, and there is a handout that goes along with it that you will download and you will fill out as you watch the video. When you're done with that, you will submit it. It's in your very first module. It's one of your first assignments. So that is pretty much one of the big things for you this week to help you learn about this course and what's ahead and what's expected of you. So when you get a chance, do that. And if you have any questions as you're going through the course, whether it's the syllabus or the calendar or Ivy Learn, please email me, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. So I hope you all have a great week. I'm excited to get started and to get going with a really good, purposeful, successful semester. So see you later. Bye.